And happy Thursday, May 30th, which, by the way, happens to be my wife Angie's birthday. Happy birthday, Angie. Hebrews 9, 1 to 10. Now the first covenant also had regulations for ministry, and an earthly sanctuary, for a tabernacle was set up. And in the first room, which is called the holy place, were the lampstand, the table, and the presentation loaves. Behind the second curtain was a tent called the most holy place. It had the gold altar of incense and the ark of the covenant, covered with gold on all sides, in which was a gold jar containing the manna, Aaron's staff that budded, and the tablets of the covenant. The cherubim of glory were above the ark, overshadowing the mercy seat. It's not possible to speak about these things in detail right now. With these things prepared like this, the priests enter the first room repeatedly, performing their ministry, but the high priest alone enters the second room, and he does that only once a year, and never without blood, which he offers for himself and for the sins the people had committed in ignorance. The Holy Spirit was making it clear that the way into the most holy place had not yet been disclosed while the first tabernacle was still standing. This is a symbol for the present time, during which gifts and sacrifices are offered that cannot perfect the worshiper's conscience. They are physical regulations and only deal with food, drink, various washings imposed until the time of the new order. The goal of our faith, the pursuit of our faith, is to know God and Jesus Christ, whom he sent. That's John 17:3. That's Jesus' priestly prayer. Well, what does that mean? I have heard many messages that describe knowing about God as opposed to knowing God. I've also described the difficulty of we, the finite, knowing the infinite. Neither of these difficulties should hinder our pursuit of knowing God. You see, it should be our extreme effort to know God better every day. The passage above describes worship that simply relates to physical practice. There would be a new order coming that would be revealed by the Holy Spirit, whereby God's people could draw near to God and know him. See, we are told in the ministry of Jesus that true worshipers would one day worship in spirit and in truth. We've got the hindsight to know what he was talking about. Now let's love God in worship as we worship, so that as God has established in Jesus the new priesthood, the highest priesthood, the new worship, and the Spirit revealed all that throughout the New Testament, but in a very real way on that day of Pentecost, when people saw the Spirit of God move in people. That's our worship. We worship in the Spirit. We worship in truth. Let's worship God together. Let's love God as we worship. Woo! See you tomorrow.